Evet, Oblivion'a kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Artık Büyücüler Loncası'na başlayacağız. Büyücüler Loncası'nın asıl görevlere başlamadan önce yan görevleri yapmanız gerekiyor. Tabii yan görev demeyeyim de şöyle. Büyücülerin asıl görevleri İmparatorluk şehrinde başlıyor. Ama oraya gitmeden önce diğer şehirlerdeki Büyücüler Loncası'nın şubelerinden görevler almanız gerekiyor. Biz de şu an Broma'dayız.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
You have of a healer. I am honored to speak to the hero of the Battle of Bruma. What can I do for you? It's a little too rugged up here for me. Add a couple hairs to a nod, and you've got a bear. If you're looking to join the guild, talk to Jean Frasoric. If nothing else, it means access to better services than most people enjoy. Not only has necromancy been banned from practice in the Mages Guild, but the guild won't deal with anyone who openly uses it. Take care.
Hello there. Are you here to join the Mages Guild? Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned it. The guild is always accepting new members. You seem capable enough. Are you sure you want to join? Very good. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. What a wonderful opportunity for you. Now, please keep in mind that you'll need recommendations from every local guild hall in Cyrodiil before you may enter the Arcane University. I dare say my opinion might carry more weight than others, if you take my meaning. Still, all are necessary to proceed. Good luck to you. Why, all the important people in the guild are there. Archmage Traven lives there, in the tower. It's a fabulous place. You really should see it someday. I've been there many times myself. The Imperial City just wouldn't be the same without it. Maybe someday, if you know the right people, you might get a chance to see it. Guild members who have access to the university can craft their own spells, not to mention chat with the most important people in the guild. A recommendation from me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately. He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation. You know what it's like. Make lots of friends and look busy. Same as anywhere. Once I can see Jaskar again, I'd be more than happy to write a recommendation for you. Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Sen niye böyle yaptın? Allah. Ha, Jaskar burada bu arada. Ama biz yine de soralım.
We all owe our lives. From what I've heard, the battle was hanging in the balance until you destroyed that horrible Daedric machine. Well, sometimes I feel we're not welcome here. The Nords don't like Heartlanders very much. Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people. Look, I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Volanara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not saying another word about it. Take it up with them. What was it called again? Something root? Oh, sorry, I can't remember. I'm afraid unusual plants are not my area of expertise. I think I'll have to refer you to Sindarian. He's a fantastic alchemist in Skingrad who specializes in this sort of thing. Goodbye.
Hey, you look just like your statue. What can I do for you?
Benim heykelim mi var?
It's a shame that Selena doesn't join in our fun, but she takes her role as an alchemist very seriously. If you need supplies, she's the one to see. You want to find Jaskar? All right, I think I can help with that, but you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right? That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar. With all due respect to our wonderful leader, she couldn't cast her way out of a paper sack. It's insulting that we're here, working for her, when she knows nothing. She's managed to butter up the right people just enough to keep her position, and there's little we can do about it. But we have our ways of coping with the situation. Really, you're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar. Bring me Jean's manual of spellcraft, and then we'll talk about helping you find Jaskar. Just go unlock Jean's desk with that spell I taught you. Find her manual of spellcraft, and bring it here to me. Her room should be easy to find. It's the only one upstairs that has a door. Just one more privilege she doesn't deserve. Let me know when you're done with that little task.
How does the day greet you, friend?
Evet, acaba kendisine ne büyüsü yapıyor bu? Evet. Şu ilk önce kılavuza bakalım.
Have you pulled that little prank yet? You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then, I'll just take that from you. Meet me in the living quarters just after 10 p.m.
Ciscar da burada bekliyor.
Ready to find Jaskar? She won't figure this out for weeks. Ah, it's times like this I enjoy what I do. It was a good idea, wasn't it? I wonder how long she'll spend trying to figure out where she put it down. Just watch. You'll see.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me. Oh, please don't be mad. We were just having some fun. We just got tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway, so you can tell her you found me. Finding ways to confuse her just never gets old for me. It's good practice of our skills, too, but it's mostly just funny. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I'll have to start thinking up something new to try. Not only has necromancy been banned from practice in the Mages Guild, but there's not much to do here in the Bruma Guild. If you can get to the Arcane University, though, they let you make your own spells there. Goodbye.
Evet. Büyülerimizi yapmamız için ilk başta üniversiteye gitmemiz gerekiyor. Moramit'te öyle değildi. Moramit'te her yerde büyü yapıcısı vardı. Yeterince paranız varsa para verip büyünüzü yaptırıyordunuz.
How are you today?
Konuşacak başka biri var mı diye bakıyorum şu an. Ciscar direkt yattı mı? Direkt yatmış.
Hey, you look... I suppose I like her well enough. It's a shame she doesn't know more about her craft, though. Still, I don't quite think she deserves the hard time the others give her. Take care. Any luck finding Jaskar? Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that. You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out. Be seeing you.
Evet. Acaba envanterimde var mı? Ha, gerçi o alacak sanırım. O ona gönderecek. Bana vermiyor. Evet. Hadi şeyden hala gidelim.
Greetings, Argonian.
Hi there. Hi there.
You've got the hands of a smith.
There's a charge in the air.
Your reputation precedes you, gate closer, scourge of Oblivion, hero of Kavach.
Evet. Oblivion'un düşmanından çok Oblivion'un belası anlamına geliyor.
Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it. I'm afraid you'll have to speak to Falkar about that. It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here. Things in the guild have been different since Traven was named Archmage. They're more structured, but everyone seems tense. You've got a lot to learn. You too.
Cheydinhal is in your debt, friend. That Oblivion gate had us all living in fear. That would... At the last Imperial Alchemy Symposium, I heard Sindarian mention something about a strange, glowing root. I'm afraid I can't remember what he said about them. Perhaps you should make the trip to Skingrad and ask him in person. Orantur doesn't like to brag, but no one can match the reflect spells he can cast. He might teach you one if you're skilled enough. Perhaps it seems silly, but our love is the most important thing in all creation. Orantur and I spend all our time together in the High Elf way. Not only has necromancy been... Goodbye.
You're a sneaky-looking sort.
I hope I can help. That's only mages who have gotten recommendations from all the local guild halls can enter the Arcane University. It's a good policy, I think. Well, to be honest, I don't think we have much of a team in the Cheydinhal Guild Hall. We lack leadership, and individually, we aren't very skilled. Everyone wants to know what really happened in the temple. What happened to Mar... Farewell.
Hi there.
Falkar nerede abi?
Even a small bit of good news is refreshing in these grim times. I salute your courage, savior of Cheydinhal.
Seninle bunun hakkında konuşabiliyorum.
Daedra cults aren't necessarily evil, of course. In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Daedra in the temple. The Azura shrine north of town, up Lake Arius Way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about him. You'll have... If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Barisian at the Arcane University. If you're allowed in, that is. My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement. Some say that Traven is misusing the power of the Archmage's position to further his personal agendas. There's much I can show you. Take care.
Ha şuradaymış ya. Ha yok bu değil. Bu Falkar nerede ya?
Well met. Trayvon has the best shield spell outside of the Arcane University. If you can cast it, it's definitely worth adding to your selection. I'm very fond of Cheydinhal. It's where I met my love, Eilenwy. Our lives are quite long, and choosing the right partner is very important. Some say that Trayvon is... You'll need to see Falcar about that. Take care.
Look at the muscles on you.
Hello!
What is it, Associate? What is it, Associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me? Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving. The guild is still powerful in Cyrodiil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it, perhaps killed it. We shall see. I am the chapter head of the Cheydinhal Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here. Without recommendations from the local guild halls, you'll never see the inside of it. I dare say that's one of the few things Trayvon has done right. By all means, travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gates. You should get used to that sort of rejection. It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned. I believe I explained your task very clearly. Find the ring, which is somewhere down in the well behind the guild hall. Do you understand? Find someone else to bother, won't you?
It's my We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you? He was an associate, just like yourself. Perhaps not the brightest, but very eager. He was given his assignment from Falcar and disappeared. It's like he dropped out of existence. No one knows what happened, and Falcar won't say a word about it. Just perform the task. I can show you some new... Be careful, associate.
Evet. Bayağı yerimiz var gibi. Evet. Vidkun burada. Evet, merak ediyorum. Göz kırpıyor mu? Arada bir seyiriyor vücuda ama. Burada da bir nirn otu varmış. Evet. 150 ağırlığı var. Giymesek bile
things are going on.
You've got some... I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkund, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council. Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part. It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that. Farewell.
Evet. Burada 2 tane kara ruh cevheri var. Bunları mı alacağım? Evet, kara ruh cevheri. Ki zaten tahmin ettiğim şey olacak galiba.
Hail.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate. Good day.
Evet. Şimdi de Leyavin'e gidelim.
Greetings.
You seek wisdom from me, child? Ah, no, you seek words. Words are difficult. They come and go. The voices, though, so loud they are, they drown out the words. Without my amulet, my stone to lock the voices away, the words will never come and stay. Would you lift your hands to help another, to help me find the words? Then seek Agatha, child. She will see the path and set you on it. I must rest. Let me see your hand. I see the city in the hand, and the hand in the stars. The tower guards the gate, but the gate holds the key. The king is the key, and the hand guards the king.
Anlamadım.
Within its walls live those who determine the fate of the guild. It is our stronghold, our sanctuary. You will come to know it well in time. I have seen it. The guild needs you, child. Perhaps it has always needed you, always been waiting for you. She may be young, but her heart is old and wise. It guides her well through these troubled times. The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned. Farewell, child.
What is it? Did you really face down Mehrunes Dagon himself? They say he stood 200 feet high and crushed the temple dome with his fist. She's the one you want to talk to if you actually need something to get done around here. I don't even know why DeGale is still around. Things in the guild have been different. Farewell.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with, associate? I take care of what little administrative work there is. DeGale isn't interested. I do it because it has to be done and no one else wants to do it. I take it you've spoken to DeGale. Then you know she is not well. She has visions, for lack of a better term. While they used to be helpful at times, they have lately become problematic. There was an amulet, a family heirloom that she wore to suppress and sometimes focus the visions. She's lost the amulet, and so has lost control. You may need to ask around, but training in all the schools of magic can be found at our various guild halls. I'm surprised she discussed it with you. She wanted to keep it from the others. I should speak to her about that. Yes, her Seer's Stone is missing. It's the one thing that has kept her visions at bay, and without it, they're nearly crippling. She can't function. We haven't yet spoken to the others, for fear they would be less than accepting of her situation. Perhaps it is time, though. I will continue to tend to DeGale. Can you speak with the other mages and find out if any of them have seen the stone? At times, they served her well. She gained something of a reputation in the guild and was highly valued by the council. As she aged, the visions became less coherent. Rather than cast her aside, the council gave her a position here. Some resent her and wish she'd disappear. I do not. I am proud to help her with her daily tasks. She's led such a troubled life. I just do what I can to make it easier on her. Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven took over the position of Archmage. Goodbye.
An impressive feat of arms. I've heard she was put in charge of the Leowen Guild Hall as a favor, not because she deserved it. That doesn't seem right, does it? Well, well. Word is finally spreading, is it? They won't be able to keep up this facade much longer. Yeah, I know all about it. I overheard Agata and DeGale talking. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone. Why should we be forced to work under someone who's only kept sane by a magical trinket? Haven't we sacrificed enough already? She shouldn't even be here anymore. Hell, the only reason her father ever fit in anywhere is because he kept a low profile. And look what it got him. Years of service to the Empire, and not even a tombstone over his head. Humph! At least he was able to maintain the illusion of sanity. I know. I get way too fired up over this. It just annoys me that she's in charge of the guild when she's clearly not fit, that's all. What, haven't I said enough already? Just let it go. Once someone finally realizes what's going on here, maybe things will change.
Sen mi sakladın yoksa?
Bye.
On behalf of the entire town, She was a very powerful mage once, from what I understand. Hard to imagine that, honestly. Agata is the first person I go to when I need something. Maybe I should talk to Dagale instead. But I just don't feel comfortable doing that. All I heard was that it was important to Dagale, and it was missing. Kalthar didn't tell me anything more than that. BÜYÜCÜ has a wide variety of spells for sale if there's something you need. Most of them are simple, but they're a good starting point. Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil. Return anytime.
Evet. Başka birileri varsa onlarla da konuşalım bence.
Hello. Strasa of the Mages Guild, evoker and alchemist, and also in his scant free time, a trainer in alchemy. Nice lady, but strange. Talks to herself far more often than one should, in my opinion. Sometimes I wonder why she hasn't just retired and gone someplace to rest. I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. I heard it was missing, though. Kalthar was talking about it recently. He seemed very agitated about it, almost happy. Strange, isn't that? She's been a great help to all of us in the guild. Without her, I think the Gale would be lost at times. All of the local guild halls sell some amount of alchemic ingredients, but for the best stuff, you'll need to do some exploring on your own. Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. Amazing. I've never seen a root quite like that before. If you wish to find out a bit more about it, I know just the person you need to speak to. Seek out Sindarian, a resident alchemist of Skingrad. Strange plants are his specialty. The tears look beautiful. Hello, wizard.
I do not feel well. Please excuse
Hello,
me.
associate.
Yes? So Kalthar overheard us, did he? That explains why he's been so cranky lately. But we never said anything about Dagale's father. How would he know anything about that? If there's some sort of connection between the Seer Stone and Dagale's father, I don't know about it. Maybe if you ask her, it will jog her memory. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on Kalthar. There may be a connection to Dagale's father. Have you spoken to her about it? Good day.
You seek more from me, child? I know what you would ask. You would bring light to that which is in darkness, bring silence to the voices so loud. I know where you must go. blood ran blue and dragons flew high. Under broken towers and broken bodies it now lies, waiting to be found. What was my sire's must be mine if you would have the words you seek. You must go and find his stone.
Bir dakika, pantolon giyebiliyor muyum? Ama kesin diz çeklerin üzerine geçiyordur. Üzerine demeyeyim de yerine geçiyordur. Evet, Morrowind olsa ne güzel, hem pantolon, gerçi o kısmı bilmiyorum ama hem gömlek, onun üstüne zırhın da üstüne cübbe giyebiliyorsunuz. Ve hepsini ayrı ayrı tılsımlayabiliyorsunuz.
I ran into... Am I supposed to be impressed? What's the matter? Getting tired?
Evet, yanlış oldu.
Yeah!
Who's there?
Evet. Bu görevi de yaptıktan sonra bölümü bitireceğiz. Evet. Şurada kumandan vardı. Umarım bitirmeye de zamanımız yeter. Aha.
Look, just stop right there, all right? I can't let you leave with that amulet. I need it right now. I took the other one, and that should have been enough. I shouldn't have to go through all this just to get rid of her. It's not even as if I was going to keep it forever. I was gonna give it back to her once I'd gotten what I wanted. That's not so wrong, is it? Once she helped me advance out of that place and step down, then she could have it back. Why did you have to get in the way? Why are you trying to ruin everything? Well met.
Hello, Associate.
Nothing has changed, child. The voices still cry out, and I am unable to hear. If they can be sealed away, our work may begin. Too many voices, too loud in my head. How can I hear when all are shouting? Necromancy may... Found it, have you? Silenced the hands that betrayed and took what was mine? Then let me have the stones so that the voices can be shut out. Ah, child, I thank you for helping me. With the voices quieted for now, the words you seek have come to me. You shall have my recommendation. Though I must warn you, I've seen things in your future. Things which may be, and things which will be. It will be up to you to decide the fate of many. Life and death are strange things, easily manipulated, and both will be altered by your hands. Be seeing you.
I hope I can help. Did you hear that someone played yet another prank on Jean Frosoric and Bruma? I don't know how she keeps falling for these things. Bye.
If it isn't the toast of Leowyn. Be seeing you.
Strassa, the maid. Archmaid. The tears look beautiful in my collection. 1,000 thanks once again.
Someone played yet another prank on Jean Frosoric and Bruma. I don't know how she keeps falling for these things.
Evet.
How about that? I heard that some of the provinces were talking about seceding from the Empire. Probably just talk, though. Everything's a bit unsettled now.
Evet, kimse bu konu hakkında bir şey söylemiyor, yorum yapmıyor.
Word about the other provinces?
O halde ben de bölümü bitiriyorum. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler, iyi günler.